So approximately 6 years ago, we started our relationship with SimplyLive. We had to train operators up with it in months. We had training courses around where we was training everybody up on how the operation worked. And for 5 years, that went so well that we basically decided for the next tender and for the next contract, we was going to again recommend SimplyLive, but upscale it. We made the recommendation it should be 2 cameras, 4 cameras, and 6 cameras, and the EFL agreed, and they also were on board.
6 years ago, we were producing League One and League Two with single camera games, so single operators, lots of new industry entrants coming in that we had to get up to speed to learn the kit. So a big recruitment drive in finding talent coming out of universities, local academies, even across the Stockley Park production as well. And then more traditional directors who are more used to being in OBs, but coming in and learning the kit as well, learning the technology to be able to facilitate the games that we're producing.
When you're the sole person responsible for the broadcast can feel very daunting, especially when you're in a big broadcast like this, when there's not necessarily as many eyes watching just your output. So that can feel quite intimidating, but I think using some intuitive software like this, where everything feels like you're looking for the buttons and it's just where you're expecting, that can make that transition a lot more easy and a lot more of like a natural progression.
Quite interesting, because when you go into a gallery, obviously you have a lot of screens in front of you and you have a vision mixing desk and you're not using half the buttons. With SimplyLive, everything is in front of you. You see everything that you need and you can make a really quick cut. You don't need to preview and then cut it live. You can just cut what's in front of you. The hardest thing was like integrating sound and graphics with one system, and SimplyLive now does that so well that you can have graphics coming in, they work, they're good, you can load in, like I could do everything on the SimplyLive as a director. I could load in my own RTDs, I can do my own graphics. That's not sort of a skill set that you do when you're just in a gallery.
It was a new experience. It gave operators a chance to grow. It gave us a chance to offer these potential to people who had never had that chance and that experience before. They then have that experience of working with more experienced directors. We will have meetings and chats with the directing team where they will make recommendations. We'll go back to SimplyLive, and then all of a sudden something new has been put in place, and it's been good for us from that perspective.
I think as with any new system, especially at a scale that IMG produce it at, there's bound to be little niggles or little things that you're not quite sure about how it will work. I feel like we can always know that we can turn to Riedel, that they can help us if it's something that we're just not sure how to do, they can help explain. And if it's something that we're thinking maybe isn't quite working how we would expect, it can be adapted or it can be solved. So I think that sort of support network isn't always something that you would be able to get that bespoke service from maybe one of the other brand names. And having Riedel there as a support network behind us is something that I think everyone here feels pretty comfortable with.